Are you ready to take the next big step in your relationship? If you're planning to get married in Kenya, it's important to know the process for officially registering your marriage. The marriage registration is an essential step that legalizes your union and protects your rights as a couple. In this video, I'll walk you through the marriage registration process in Kenya with clear examples so you know exactly what to expect. Let's get started. Understanding the importance of marriage registration. Marriage registration is the official process of recognizing your marriage under Kenyan law. It is required for various legal purposes such as inheritance, rights, applying for joint bank accounts, obtaining a spouse visa, and even in the case of separation or divorce. Without proper registration, your marriage might not be legally recognized, which could create challenge down the road. Imagine you're applying for a joint loan at a bank account with your spouse. Without proper marriage registration, you might face difficulties in proving your legal status as a married couple. Getting your marriage registered gives you the legal security and recognition you need in such situations. Choose the type of marriage. In Kenya, there are three main types of marriage you can register: civil marriage, customary marriage, and Christian marriage. Each has its own requirements and process, so it's important to choose the one that suits your cultural, religious, or personal preferences. If you're getting married under customary law, e.g. Kikuyu, Luo, or Kamba culture, your marriage registration might involve traditional ceremonies and the payment of dowry. On the other hand, a civil marriage typically takes place in a registrar's office and follows a straightforward legal procedure. Getting the necessary documents. Regardless of the type of marriage you choose, you will need a few key documents to complete the registration process. These documents are necessary to confirm your identity and eligibility to marry. Here is a list of the essential documents. 1. Identification card. Both parties need their original national IDs or passports. Passport size photos, usually 2 for both parties, and 3 birth certificates required for the bride and groom. 4. Witnesses. You will need at least 2 witnesses who are above the age of 18. When I helped a couple register their civil marriage, they had to present their IDs and birth certificates along with passport-sized photos. The couple's best friends acted as their witnesses as they were both over the age of 18, which is a requirement. The marriage license application. To begin the marriage registration, the couple must apply for a marriage license at the nearest marriage registry. In Kenya, this can be done at the registrars of marriage office or sometimes at local county offices. The couple files out an application form with details about their personal information, wedding date, and the type of marriage they want to register. A couple I assisted applied for their marriage license at the Nairobi Registrar's Office. They were asked to provide details about their planned ceremony, including the location and the officiant. The process took about an hour and they were given a waiting period of 21 days before they could officially marry. Once you've submitted your application, the registry will publish a notice of your marriage. This notice is a public announcement that allows any objection to be raised within a specific period, usually 21 days. It's a way to ensure that there are no legal barriers preventing the marriage from taking place, such as if one party is already married or related. After the notice period is complete, you're ready to hold your marriage ceremony. If you're registering a civil marriage, the ceremony will be officiated by a government official, such as a registrar or magistrate. For a Christian marriage, it will typically be performed by a pastor or priest from your church. For a customary marriage, you may have elders perform the ceremony as per your community's traditions. For a couple assisted, they had a simple civil ceremony at the registrar's office in Nairobi. The registrars officiated the marriage and both the bride and groom exchanged vows. The couple was then legally married immediately after the ceremony, and their marriage certificate was issued shortly after. After the marriage ceremony, you will receive your official marriage certificate. This is the legal document that confirms your marriage under Kenyan law. It is important to keep this certificate safe. You will need it for legal, financial, and even personal matters. A client of mine recently got married in Mombasa, and within a few days of the ceremony, they were issued their marriage certificate. The certificate was used to update their marital status with the National Registrars or Registration Bureau and was also required for their joint bank account. Updating personal records. After receiving your marriage certificate, you will need to update your personal records. This includes changing your marital status on official documents such as your ID, bank account, health insurance, and even your passport. This is important to ensure that your records reflect your new legal status as a married couple. There are those couples or individuals who have just got married who choose to still keep their own names, which is okay. So long as you have the marriage certificate, then you're good to go. Cost of marriage. The cost of registering a marriage in Kenya can vary depending on the type of marriage and the location. Civil marriages are generally less expensive, while customary marriage may require additional payments for traditional ceremonies and gifts. The couple I helped with a civil marriage in Nairobi paid a small fee to the registrar's office. On the other hand, a couple planning a Kikuyu customary wedding had to pay for the dowry and other traditional gifts, which added to their wedding budget. Also, it's important to note if you're doing a garden wedding or a church wedding, the prices vary as well. So that is something that they also look at. So you need to know very well exactly what kind of a wedding you want for you to know the exact amount that you're going to be charged. Many couples have come to me for guidance on the marriage registration process. I offer a 1-hour consultation where I can walk you through the paperwork, explain the different types of marriages, and ensure you understand every step of the process. We'll also talk about any specific or special circumstances or cultural practices you may want to include in your ceremony. Registration is an important step to legally solidify your commitment to each other. If you need help navigating the process or have any questions about getting started, book your 1-hour consultation with me today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more helpful tips on planning your perfect wedding and navigating the legal side of marriage. Have a good one.